Good morning to all the students of class 12th political science once again here. Students, we were doing the third chapter and we had finished with our two parts, and today we shall be doing our third part. And before that, I would like to ask you that I hope that you have been doing your assignments which I have set for you. I given you certain question and answers, short questions, long answers, very short questions in different format, and I have posted it on your student ID. I hope you are checking your student ID regularly and you're completing your homework on time. So today we shall be starting our third chapter, part 3, and the name of the topic is 9/11 and the global war on terror. This is one of the most important topic of this particular chapter we are studying. This is the incident in which we are talking about US and some hijackers or the terrorist group of Arab countries. So this was the incident happened in 9/11. This is in relation to America. 9 is written here. This is a month, and 11, this is the date. In India, we write the date first and then later on we write the month. But in America, they follow the pattern of writing the month first and later on they write the date. So this particular incident, a terrorist attack on America for the first time, this was the biggest terrorist attack on the land of America, which was most superpower after the disintegration of USSR. So this was like a challenge to America. Like few 19 hijackers or the terrorist people attacked on the American land. So date was on 11th September 2001. 19 hijackers. You have to remember this particular date. This incident, this terrorist attack was on 11th September 2001. But they write it like 9/11. 19 hijackers, and who were these 19 hijackers? Hailing from a number of Arab countries. They belonged to the Arab countries. They took control of four commercial. They were divided into four different groups, and they took control of commercial aircraft shortly after takeoff. You need to read this particular topic properly. See here, 9 on 9 11 September 2001, 19 hijackers coming from Arab countries took control of four commercial. Here commercial aircraft means aircraft or the planes meant for people or the passengers shortly after takeoff. Just they took off, as they have the daily routines and daily timings to take off. So they were following the same pattern, but they were hijacked by these 19 hijackers who were divided into four different groups. So what happened now? 19 hijackers of Arab countries. These were the four planes. These are the commercial aircrafts. They had particularly four targets. These Arab 19 hijackers, they had captured four planes, and they had planned four different targets, which were one of the most important buildings of US at that particular time. As you must have heard of World Trade Center, both the towers, North Tower and South Tower, were targeted by these terrorists. So one plane crashed the North Tower and the other plane crashed the South Tower of World Trade Center. This was target number 1. This was target number 2. And the third target of these hijackers was Pentagon building in Ertingen. Which was this building? Pentagon building. This is the US Defense Department. This was one of the most important department of US military at Pentagon building of Ellington. So this was the third target which was hit successfully. Here this was hit successfully, this was hit successfully, and this was also hit successfully. But the fourth target was Capitol building of US Congress. This Capitol building of US Congress means like we have a parliament of India, so this is equivalent to the parliament of US. This was the fourth target. But we can say fortunately these hijackers or this terrorist group were unable to crash the plane to this particular building. This building was safe, and a lot of destruction and loss of life and property was saved with the help of 40 passengers in this particular craft which was to be crashed here. 40 passengers, with their efforts, they were able to save this particular building, which is like a parliament of US. It is in Pennsylvania. So we can say there's this terrorist attack that is by through 19 hijackers of Arab countries. This was a very well planned we can say a terrorist attack on America. That were its main targets were the main buildings of America. This was the economic hub. If you talk about World Trade Center, that is North Tower and the South Tower, this was the economic hub of America, where most of the economic activities took place, and people had lot of trust and faith on this particular building. This was not the building only made of glass and steel. People had lot of faith and confidence in World Trade Center. This was situated in the New York City of US, America, and this was the defense center of America, Pentagon building, and here it is was like a parliament, capital building of US Congress. So all these particular centers were selected to push America back and show that these Arab countries had lot of power to challenge America. These terrorist group wanted to challenge America and terrify the people of America. So here the man behind, coming up to this point now, after this we had read about this attack, but and these 19 hijackers, I would like to tell you, they were well trained in the Arab countries and as well as in America. They got the visas anyhow, they immigrate in America, and they were well trained. They knew how to ride these commercial aircrafts, and they knew the culture and lifestyle of American people. For 1 year or 1.5 years, they have been kept on practicing these culture and traditional methods of America. Here is the important point. The man behind the 1911 terrorist attack was Osama bin Laden. You have to know, behind this attack, the man who was responsible, his name was Osama bin Laden. You must be knowing this particular terrorist. He belonged to a terrorist group, and the group name was Al Qaeda. He was of this group. He prepared these 19 hijackers, who we can also call them as suicide terrorists, because they know that when they attack here, they will not be able to survive, or they will not be able to return back to their countries. So they were prepared and given training for this particular incident to take part by Osama bin Laden. So you have to remember his name and his terrorist group, Al Qaeda. But after 10 years of manhunt, America was after this particular personality, searching all over around the world for him. Osama was killed by America Special Forces in Pakistan. He was finally killed in 2nd May 2011. That is after 10 years. In 2001, terrorists had attacked America, but in 2011 he was killed in Pakistan by the American Special Forces. So what were the circumstances when there was a terrorist attack? What had happened? In 1911 attack, around 3,000 people lost their life. They were killed in this terrorist attack. Highest, this number 3,000, this was the highest since there was certain other these terrorist attack or incidents around the world, but this was the highest and the most dangerous. Like in 1776 US independence, many people were killed during the independence of US also, but this was the most dangerous. Like British burning of Washington DC in 1814, and Pearl Harbor, as we know, Pearl Harbor in 1941, when US did not wanted to be involved in the Second World War. Japan dropped a bomb on Pearl Harbor in 1941. In response to that, US officially took entry into the Second World War. So when Japan attacked the Pearl Harbor, this was the event in 1941. But all these events did not match up to this one. This was a more dangerous terrorist attack on American land till date. Although we have matched 3 attacks as equivalent to 9/11 attack, but this was the most dangerous on American land. So now, as we know, US was the most and the sole superpower after the disintegration of USSR in 1991, and this attack on America in 2001 was a challenge to American power now. So we have been talking here about these events as we are showing the US hegemony around the world. So now US had to respond to this particular attack, 1911 attack. So what was the response of US to this particular attack? So before we talk about the response, I want to talk about who was the president of America or US at that particular moment when this incident took place in 2001. In response to 1911, George Walker Bush won the election in US, succeeding Bill Clinton. I told you in the previous part, Bill Clinton was the president for consecutive two tenures, that is for around 8 years. And after Bill Clinton, this was the new president, George Walker Bush. But as I want to tell you here, George W. Bush is the son H.W. Bush. H.W. Bush was the president when there was a Gulf War and US won against it. When there was a war against to invade Kuwait and remove Iraq from Kuwait. So George W. Bush was the son of H.W. Bush. He was of Republican Party. He was swift, furious, hard views, hard politics. What does this mean? He was also like his father. He mainly focused on military power and security. So when this incident of 9/11 took place, he was very swift and he was very furious. He was angry about it. He wanted to take hard step. He wanted his military to take the revenge from the people who were responsible for the destruction in America, that is of attack in 1911, sorry, 9/11 attack. So he was swift, ferocious, hard views, hard politics. This was his characteristics. The US launched, so he launched the George Walker Bush launched Operation Enduring. We have to remember the name of this operation to take the revenge from this terrorist group, Operation Enduring Freedom, against all those suspected behind attack on 9/11, mainly Al Qaeda and Taliban regime, started in October 2001. So here, under this Operation Enduring Freedom, all the people around the world who were suspected, they were not sure, they were suspected that they had their hand behind this particular attack, all those were captured. And these people mostly were of Al Qaeda and Taliban regime. And this particular operation started in 7th October 2001. So now talking about the target. What were the targets of this Operation Enduring Freedom? As we have talked about, they were capturing all the suspected behind attack of 9/11, mainly people of Al Qaeda and Taliban regime. This started in October 2001. So what were the target mainly other than this? Aim of this operation was to put an end to the Taliban regime, Al Qaeda in Afghanistan. They wanted to end up these terrorist group, completely vanish them, and they attacked on Afghanistan also. Through air strikes were made on Afghanistan. All those particular centers and targets of these particular terrorists were attacked through air strikes without permission of government. They were not taking, as we know, US had the hegemony. They were the most powerful. They could control the world politics easily. So without the permission of the any government of any country, they invaded it, they went inside it all, and they attacked all the suspected terrorist targets. Whatever the suspected targets were there for US, they directly invaded and attacked them without taking the permission of any government. As we know, they were the most superpower, US. They did not have to take permission from anyone or any country. But after that, what do we mean invade? Suspect. They suspected terrorists were captured and they were brought to secret prisons. So all over the world, all the targets of Taliban regime and all the Al Qaeda, they captured these people who were suspected and they were brought to secret prisons. Where was this secret prison located? US forces made arrests all over the world. US forces arrested all over the world all the people who were suspected behind the attack of 9/11 and transported and detained this person in a secret prison, and these secret prisons were in Guantanamo Bay. Guantanamo Bay is a US Navy base in Cuba. As we read in the first chapter, Cuba just next to US, it's an island country. There they made a US Navy base and its name was Guantanamo base. They transported all the person who were suspected to this particular place. But what is the importance of this particular place? Why it is called a secret prison? The reasons are here. So the persons who were suspected and arrested and detained in the Guantanamo Bay of US Navy base in Cuba, they were the prison. What were the problems here? Why it was called the secret prisons? The characteristics are here. The prisoners here did not enjoy international law or its protection of its own country nor of USA. Here they were not given any protection of international law or protection of own accused country or nor of US. Here no law was working. No one knew what was being happening here, what was being done with these prisoners in this particular US Navy base in Cuba, Guantanamo Bay. Even the UN representatives or representatives of the United Nations were not allowed to meet the prisoners of Guantanamo Bay. Yeah, so this was called the secret prisoners because no one knew what the US Army was doing with these prisoners. What was the difficult life was going on here. They did not enjoy any protection of law in this particular prison. So in the next part, we will taking the next topic. Thank you.